3, 2, 1. Hey folks, welcome to Bouncing Brains. This is July 17th, 2019, episode 63. I'm Sean Hatfield.
It's July 17th.
17th?
Yeah, it's July 17th.
Okay. So it's July 17th, 2019. I'm still Sean Hatfield.
By the way, I was just fucking with you. You said July 17th.
This fucking dick, dude.
I caught that.
And
Kids,
I'm Freddy G.
sometimes I know that I recommend drugs, but sometimes and head trauma. I mean, I'm still working on that bit where it's like I had to stop drinking, not because of the social aspect, just the head trauma. That was,
Yeah.
Well, I have a saying. Oh, are you gonna introduce me?
Oh,
I'm not supposed to talk.
The hilarious Bobby Garza is joining us today. We have a guest back in the house because once again, Freddy done picked a fight, and I couldn't look him in the eye anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what
Bobby,
you did.
Bobby. Bobby, it's good to have you back, man. This is your third time
Right
back.
on, man.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
thank you guys.
Yeah,
You
weren't
actually were what you're. I believe you were either episode number 3 or number 4, and you were one of the first ones that we had without a visual.
Oh, okay. I
Which
thought
is
you were
that
gonna
on
say
the-
without a single listener.
No,
I was like,
without
the only
a-
people that have heard this were the people that were in the room while it was being
I
recorded.
wasn't going to say anything, Bobby, but I think one of our only down votes was from your episode. But I'm going to assume that's just like a jilted ex-lover or something like that. I don't know.
It might have been me, actually. Like this
Fuck
Bobby
this guy.
This Bobby Garza guy fucking sucks balls.
I don't like the way you made me look.
Yeah, no, but what you said about the head trauma thing, Sean,
Jesus.
reminds me of
Leo brings up the YouTube to make sure.
so you can see.
yeah, dude. I just want
So
to.
you
Why
want
don't
to
you
look at the views?
Yeah, bring up the analytics.
No, number 6, dude. It almost got 50 views, dude.
Nice. Who got?
Who got the most?
Yeah.
Let's see. who's
So
gotten
I
the
can
most.
hate this person.
It's between anti. And,
Oh yeah, it was the anti and that other guy that was.
Oh,
talking
you know
shit.
who has the most?
Oh no, dude. Christopher Torres, dude.
Chris.
Yeah, Christopher Torres got about, what, 98?
94, 90, almost
94?
100.
All right.
Yeah, man.
I found my new fucking villain in my
See,
life.
this is the trick. We got to bring
Christopher,
people on who already
look,
have a fan base.
Fucking spelling Christopher with an F instead of a PH.
Well, yeah,
What is this?
that's on his birth certificate.
Yeah. Fucking that his parents can't spell.
That was a misspelling on the parents' behalf, not on.
Or is it
on
like
our
Christopher Torres? All right, Christopher. Actually, he's probably a badass dude.
Yeah, he's actually.
I wish him the best of luck with his music career. I see he's a musician there. I don't know if he can play the banjo or not.
Damn it,
but
we were going to have you bring the fucking banjo. I remember we talked about that on the last episode. We were like, Bobby, you
Yeah.
cannot come back until you bring the banjo.
Stupid human tricks.
And you waited long enough and I forgot.
Yeah.
You ride a
Love that.
unicycle too, or?
Hey, she doesn't like being called that.
Takes a lot of balance. So your fucking thing, what you said about
Hey,
head trauma and drinking. Hold on, Freddie. I was been wanting to say this. Reminds me of a joke that I had, which is not really a joke. It's not a fucking joke, but it's like a saying, something that I tell myself, like when I stay in or I decide not to like go hard or whatever. It's basically like save cash and brain. Save cash and brain,
That's
man,
funny.
because
You need it.
I'm getting rid of both. Fucking.
Yeah, man. That's why I quit drinking too, because I just couldn't spare the brain cells, man. I couldn't.
But isn't life more boring? Like,
Not really. Like I guess it's because I was already boring to begin with,
oh, okay.
so not much changed. I was never much of a social person, ever. Like I don't think I've ever been.
Okay.
That's
Like-
the one thing where alcohol really does, I think, fulfills a social
No,
need. man.
that's what I'm saying. Like even
Not
when
necessarily for you, but
yeah,
I mean,
even when I would drink, I was still like I would drink alone.
Okay, yeah, me too. But I'll still drink like with people. But I do drink by myself, like But what I was gonna say is that sometimes I drink in public because I couldn't be able to stand being around a bunch of drunk people while I was sober. So I needed to, in order to tolerate them, I needed to be on that level.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the sober person around a bunch
Yeah.
of drunk people. But
I was like that with weed. I wouldn't need to be high to like be around.
Right.
Because if I was sober, I would. Yeah, they would just get on my nerves so bad.
This is when the voice of the ghost of Nancy Reagan pops up, going, "I told you to say no."
No, definitely not.
Fuck that. Pass that blunt.
Exactly.
well, we're looking at what statistics about how many brain cells are killed by alcohol.
like 3 beers kill like
10,000 brain cells.
Oh yeah, that's horse shit.
Oh no, it's no. But alcohol does damage some of your 86 billion brain cells or neurons.
Okay, I know that there are metabolites that can cause, with a lot of things, that can cause neuron damage. But my understanding is, if you're good, if you're you're hydrated, you're not malnourished in any way.
It kills 86 billion alcohol, but you know what brings them back to life? Cocaine. So you need to keep that balance. You know what I'm saying?
When you've had too much booze,
In no way do we endorse cocaine use.
You better smile when you say that, Bobby.
If we run into each other and you happen to have some on you,
I don't know you.
If you can go ahead and hand it to me, I'll take it off your hands and I'll dispose of it.
I believe it was
in a
Richard
very
Pryor that once
responsible
said,
manner.
"Yeah, I like
So that
white
they're-
girls."
Brain shrinkage,
Well,
memory loss, interrupted thinking, increased pressure,
Cocaine increases
slowed
pressure.
breathing, craving, impaired movement. Shit, I have all of that shit now,
yeah, you crave shit.
and I don't drink.
I'm craving cock. It's just the cocaine. It's just the cocaine.
I've
Just when I'm
never
on cocaine.
craved that, so I mean,
Just kidding. I'm speaking hypotheticals.
you know they
Just
say
the
there is
Socrates.
30% reality to most hypotheticals, right?
I mean, I'm not. I crave cock. I'll fucking admit it. I don't give a fuck. I'm just kidding. Do I? Let's see. Wait, you're not gonna invite me back a fourth time if I did?
No, I mean, Leo has.
What's that?
We got these tassels and Daisy Dukes we'd like you to put on.
for the fucking cam show over here.
Hey, Bobby, if you were homosexually gay,
Homosexually gay.
yeah,
Okay.
if you were homosexually gay, as long as you were not fucking annoying, I would love you the same way.
Right.
Bro.
It's like, wait, what? I gotta think about that.
Yeah, I would love you the same way, bro.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I would treat you and love you the same way. Just don't fucking.
Just don't be annoying.
Yeah.
Just don't be one of those annoying gays.
Like with most people, I just want to be able to fall asleep around you and not be harassed. That's bare minimum.
And I've been passing out on my couch, like it's going hand in hand with like the weight gain. I'm just there on my couch watching like a show or a movie. I just went through like half a dozen donuts from Shipley, and I'm just
By the
there.
way,
And the next thing you know, I'm just waking up on my couch, like, oh, it just happened.
By the
And,
way, if you ever like binge on donuts like that, man, at least don't do it to yourself like that with Shipley's, dude. You gotta go with Krispy Kreme.
No,
Really, you would choose Shipley's over Krispy Kreme?
no, I would not. Shipley is like right down the street from my apartment, and it's open 24 hours. I'm not driving all the way to Krispy Kreme. I have nothing against Krispy Kreme. I do like them, but I do think Shipley's different. I think it's better. It's fluffier. Krispy Kreme is kind of like a very condensed, like mini hard donut. Shipley's more fluffy and, more. There's more there. You get more donut.
Well, I can disagree with that because
And plus,
I've gotten that experience from Shipley's.
Nah,
where
man.
they're
Krispy Kreme is those little hard little, like, they're different. I mean, they're good.
it's a different process.
Yeah, some people really get super heated about this. I mean, if Krispy Kreme was right next to Shipley and it was open 24 hours, I'd probably go to Shipley, get some donuts, and drive right next to the Krispy Kreme and get some more donuts. All right, I do that.
This motherfucker sounds
The other
like Homer
day, I got
Simpson.
2 different boxes of ice cream sandwiches just to see which one I liked more, the Blue Bunny or the Klondike.
And at what point did you start cutting them in half and just sticking them together?
Just like smashing the one on top of the other.
Bobby smash.
I'm like doing my own.
I did that again.
blind test tasting bullshit. Like I'm like putting a blindfold and I'm like reaching for one. Like
again, like I told you, my weakness is candy. Well, I wasn't bullshitting. My favorite candy is Reese's peanut butter cups, right? So I always before I don't eat that shit anymore as often, but before I used to eat that shit like every day. So I walked into the store once and I grabbed my 2 cups, my 2 Reese's cups, and then I had never seen this shit before. They created a Reese's candy bar called the Fast Break. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? So then I was looking at the Fast Break bar and I was looking at the cups and I was like, which one do I want more? I was like, I can't have them both. And then the other
yeah,
side.
you can.
And then, hold on.
What are you saying? You're a grown ass man.
Hold
You're
on,
a fucking adult, dude.
Hold on.
Who told you you couldn't ready?
And then the other side of my brain clicked and it was like, said exactly that. Yeah, you can. So I was like, fuck it, I'm taking both of them.
Exactly.
And I stuffed both of them down my face at the same time. Well, not at the same time.
But no.
Within 5 minutes of each other. Which
is the way it should be done.
Yeah. And that shit was delicious.
Yeah, that's why I like buying a lot of bullshit because I like to fill that hole in for like a greater amount of time. You know, whatever it is that I'm trying to fill through addictive tendencies. Right. And when it comes to food, I try to get something that's going to last and spread like a long amount of time. I'll get I'll get a pizza. And I'll make sure that I don't start eating until like I start watching like a movie or like a Netflix show or something because I want to enjoy the food while I'm watching the show and have it basically last throughout the duration of the show. I don't know why I'm like that, but like I can't really enjoy something unless like I'm doing them together like at the same time.
My aunt is like that. She she loves popcorn, but she'll make the popcorn as soon as she knows that the movie's gonna start,
right? And
she needs to eat the popcorn along with, or she'll get a big ass piece. It's crazy that you pulled that up. We're looking at a big ass piece of pie, or she'll get a big ass piece of pecan pie, and that shit made my mouth water. Yeah, and she'll eat it like but she'll do it like together. You know what I'm saying?
You know, pecan pie is like one of those pies that I don't gravitate towards it, but like every time like I eat it, like I kind of feel like, oh, fucking pecan pie, and then I start eating it. I'm like, dude, this shit's great.
Fuck yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like, you know, like I don't want to eat it at first. Like, it's not the one that I'm gonna like get first. But then when it is there and you have one, I was like, oh.
Have you ever tried?
This shit's good.
Have you ever tried the chocolate chip pecan pie from Cracker Barrel?
Nope.
Oh my god, that is like your mouth is having an orgasm immediately when it bites into it, bro.
You know what? I can appreciate it for the creativity, but it's
fucking delicious.
There's
bro.
a line there, man.
No, hell no.
I'll tell you what. If you ever got
some ice cream on top,
I was gonna say, if you are a lover of pecan pie, I don't. As far as I know, they're still open. There's a barbecue joint up on 77 headed towards Victoria called Heinz. Y'all ever been there? No.
Sounds familiar.
They got an oak tree growing up through the fucking building. It's an old school barbecue joint. It's a beautiful place.
Heinz, not Heinz. It's not like a fucking.
It's the
Hooters for butts.
No. It's the same as the ketchup. Heinz.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, they got a.
Is it sponsored by Heinz?
No, it's a family name, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, my uncle used to stop there every time to go into family reunions and pick up like 3 or 4 of them, man.
20 foods at what, Leo?
That are like the most unhealthiest for you. I'm just trying to see why.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, most pizzas.
There's no nutritional reason to eat pecan pie. There's no.
Hell no. The only reason why
would they say most pizzas? All pizzas are
because there's like cauliflower crust.
That's exactly what I was gonna
that's
say.
still
There's
unhealthy.
like pizzas that.
You ever seen a Neapolitan? I think it's the Neapolitan where
Yeah.
it's just the real thin one. It barely has any cheese or it's
It's
mostly
just mostly
like
bread and sauce.
Yeah,
Or
but it's
thin
very
bread.
little sauce. It's usually like olive oil with
Also,
like some herb
when-
on it. and
when
shit,
you-
Yeah,
when
that
you-
shit just sucks, dude.
When you get a chance,
had a
fact
good
check me
one.
real quick. But I think wheat bread is worse than white bread.
It depends on if you're gluten intolerant.
Well, from what I understand, they're actually basically the same thing. Is that wheat bread gets like chopped off like as being more nutritious, but it's not. It necessarily. They're basically the same thing. So if you're eating wheat bread because you think it's like way healthier than white bread, you might as well eat the white bread from like they both come
So
from
if
like
you go to
bleached,
Subway and
like,
you get
flour.
the wheat and you get the wheat bread, you're eating the same shit basically.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. Yeah,
That's fucking.
not
gay.
like white versus wheat bread. You know,
If you don't have any fiber in your diet, it adds a minute amount to it. But yeah.
Yeah, but it's not worth it. It's like people that say that you can get a what is it from lettuce?
What?
Is it
salmonella or whatever?
no, man, protein or what is
Oh,
it?
you'd have to eat the whole head of lettuce to even
Yeah.
get a fucking noticeable
Yeah,
amount.
and I'm like, no, because it's just water.
Yeah, but no, but look up if wheat and white are like the same because that's from what you know because people. Truth is, you should basically be avoiding all bread. From what I hear, like in general, you shouldn't be eating too much of it.
Honestly, I think the best way to go about it is get yourself a small loaf of a really good bread. If you're gonna eat bread, I mean,
Well, I was just looking up right now. Sprouted bread actually has a lot lower
It's
calorie.
a sugar, like that's.
I'll be honest
also
with
got
you.
more nutrients.
Ezekiel bread.
I've done
Right.
like extensive enough research on bread since I've been eating clean. And to be really honest with you, bro, you should, if you're trying to lean out and like be as healthy as you possibly
eliminate it
can,
altogether.
you should get rid of bread.
you know what?
Period.
Leo, pull up sourdough. See if that
Sourdough.
makes
Pull
it.
up fucking some French bread smothered in garlic butter, fucking toast it up with some
Let's just queue
mozzarella.
up all the food, dude. Let's
Well,
just
no.
queue
If
up all the
we're
food.
going over like bread and stuff, I believe I remember reading that sourdough made some of the nutrients a little more available to you. Kind of the same way the sprouted.
Sourdough, you spell SOUR.
The only sourdough I ever ate was fucking Jack in the
That's what I
Box.
spelled.
I had a friend
It's
recently.
sourdough, motherfucker.
Fuck you, dude.
I had a friend who.
I do this for free, dude. By the way.
Oh, they're paying me, man. They didn't tell you. That's
Shut up.
playing.
So, any benefits there? Is this something I pulled out of my ass?
No, I think.
Which, to be honest, a lot of sourdough tastes.
I guess
like
like
it was
the
pulled out
interesting
somebody's
part
ass.
of it is like the fermentation process, but I'm not sure if that adds anything to its nutrients.
I have a friend, Julian Nevada, who he brews a lot of name dropping. Yeah, Julian. He brews a lot of his own beer, and he does like his own wine, and he even does like bread and stuff, like with the yeast and all that. And he
Sounds like he has a lot of time on his hands.
Well, he's really good at it, and he just is like he's a really creative guy who knows how to really make these awesome beers and stuff. But with the breads, he does shit with the yeast, and he made some sourdough tortillas, and man, that shit was fucking delicious.
Dude.
It was good.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it was very, very tasty.
Yeah, I've tried to talk to people, and like, there's a lot of stuff if you ferment it just a little bit before you cook it, like, and you do it properly, so you're not, putting some weird shit into your body. Like, you do get some benefits. It's the same way they say, like, what is it, kimchi and fucking sauerkraut and like certain
That shit is
Well, the
gross.
fermentation. Well, the fermentation is a good source of like lactic acid, which helps with like muscle recovery.
Yeah.
right.
And like,
And that's why they say that you should eat kimchi, but that shit is fucking gross.
nah, dude, it's really good, dude.
Fuck
What
dude,
the fuck are you talking
I
about?
will murder some sauerkraut, man. I had a fucking.
okay.
I was at some German
white
beer
people
garden.
kimchi.
I was at a German beer garden one time, and like I just told the lady to just bring me a bowl of fucking sauerkraut with a fucking big old fucking pint of shit, and I'm sitting there just like picking the sauerkraut into my mouth, and she's looking at me like I'm some sort of insane person. I was like, "You people invented it."
That is kind of out there.
It doesn't even have enough. I don't think it even has enough like fiber content.
What's
to,
that?
Like,
What's that? You know, now that
Well, you're
I'm-
also breaking
now-
the fiber content down when you ferment it.
yeah.
Now that I'm remembering, what's that Jewish bread without yeast that like, but it's made like in fucking Egypt or Jerusalem, somewhere in the Middle East.
Lock? Lox? No, that's not lox.
It's what's it called? I
It's
know
unleavened bread.
that shit.
Yeah.
Right, but there's a name for it.
Yeah, there's a name for it. I just can't remember. I know, and not that it's really healthy, but I think like if you have to have a bread like a bread substitute or something close.
Well, you're
to
not
it,
substituting bread. That's bread.
What do you mean? Well, no,
It's fucking bread.
That's
Isn't
not
that
it.
like a pita?
No, that's not it.
It's all all that stuff is
Yeah.
is related, man. I mean, it's
It's real flat. It looks. It almost
But-
looks like a cracker.
Yeah, well, the matzo, but the thing is,
matzo's the meatballs, I
but
think.
no, but it's also it's connected to like I don't want to talk about shit I don't even know anything about. I don't want to sound like a fucking idiot. But like
What y'all know
it's like
about
Judaism,
Jews?
like they eat unleavened bread like on certain like holidays to like observe the holiday.
Yeah.
Well, it
So-
lasts longer too, man. I mean, that's most of the
Look up matzos.
It's matzah or the see, we're a
matzos.
bunch of Mexicans trying to talk about like Jewish shit.
Matzos, I think. No,
Nah,
just
matzo
look-
bread. It's right there. You know, like or you never get
that shit.
Yeah.
bro.
matzo.
Yeah,
click,
okay.
click on
Cracker
that.
ass
Click,
shit.
click on the picture.
Super dry.
On the picture.
Every once in a while, I'll
That shit, bro.
I'll go to like
Okay.
like
Manischewitz.
yeah,
The-
like the Hebrew aisle or whatever the with all the foods like the international food section of store, and you'll find like the potato
That's it.
pancakes,
That's it
the
right there.
latkes, or
It honestly tastes like nothing. It tastes like paper,
Yo, it looks like shit, dude.
but I mean it works.
It's got about the consistency of a rice cake, if I
Yeah,
remember correctly.
about-
Yeah.
It is very
I've had
crackery.
that. I've had that with tuna, and it's like if you add a little bit of salt to the tuna, like it's all right.
well, it's got to be way healthier than other shit.
Yeah. But it like you'll shit that out real quick.
Yeah, but during Passover, you know they'll put out those items a little like more visible.
Yeah. Do Jewish people do Passover?
I think
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
their
I think
thing.
that's their
That's
thing.
their thing, man.
That's their thing.
Then why do Christians do that shit? Or do Christians not do that?
Oh,
Because
okay.
Jesus was Jewish.
Good answer.
We've
But he's-
had this conversation.
But he's Christ.
That's-
Christianity.
If you recall, there is a line in there that says, "I did not come to abolish the old covenants. I just have a few new ones for you."
Was that from the Bible?
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
I
he's
don't-
paraphrasing.
Yeah,
but-
I don't remember what gospel that is, but there's, and
Yeah.
that may have been one of those lines that was repeated.
Yo, it's weird how religion like dictates food, like what you can eat and can't eat.
Well, dude, if you got a bunch of people that like you know for a fact that if they eat certain things, it's gonna fuck with them. It's like you don't have time to explain. Like, hey, man, I don't know why, but if you do this, this is gonna happen.
And
You just go,
it's-
God said not to do it,
Well, because
motherfucker.
It's crazy. It's like what's more crazy to me. It's like how people look at it exactly like that. Like what you just said. Like there's a gang of people that say that. Like it's crazy how religion dictates this and dictates that. But what they like, my thing is like there's a reason for it.
Well, I mean, look,
so like when people, and I mean, I'm not gonna go on a tangent about it, but like what I'm saying is like, for example, when Sean brings up stuff like that, he tries to explain like as much as he knows about it, like at least he knows. And maybe that was a bad example, but like people in general will know.
I'm not sure where you're going.
Well,
with
if you
this.
look at like Middle Eastern religions, dude, they're
Well,
like
the whole
fucking-
pork thing. So basically, if you eat pork that's like not cooked properly, and you get worms and you die from it, and enough people like do this, and they say, you know what, stay away from the pig because people die from it because they weren't aware of like you
Yeah,
know
'cause it's
the
unclean.
repercussions of not cooking it properly. So
Yeah.
because it's unclean and people get sick and die from it, it becomes a part of the religion.
Well, a lot of it
as
has to do
opposed
with-
to necessarily being like something that is more, I don't know, has the different elements of religion in terms of, you know, like there's
talking to the mic,
a
buddy.
reason behind it as opposed to, oh, this is some mysticism shit or God said whatever, or, you know, like the weird, more esoteric
Now, to be fair,
aspects
there
of
are those. If you look at
religion.
like Jainism, I think Zoroastrianism, a couple of sects of Buddhism and Hinduism, like
completely vegan, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's Jainism for the like seriously, they're like, we shall harm nothing.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
yeah, and that makes sense. But I mean, also, it just also makes sense that if enough people die from eating a specific meat, then
right.
it could also be just play into their.
But do you think
you
that's
eat
like
this, don't eat that because this is the devil? Or
Right, it's
whatever,
levels
you
to this
know?
shit. Like first, you start off going, okay, we need dietary dictates so that people are not eating things that are going to fuck them up. But then on top of that, once you've got that stable society that's gone a while, you go, hey, maybe we shouldn't be eating these animals. You know what I mean? And that's not necessarily the whole thing. There are, I've brought up Buddhism. There's sects of Buddhism that specifically eat meat because it's like, yeah, man, that's part of the cycle.
Yeah, well, I think there's like denominations of Hinduism because it's got a whole bunch of religions based off of that. But you can eat cow, but as long as you don't kill the cow. Like if the cow is already gonna die, no, I'm good. But if the cow's already gonna die, don't fuck.
That's kind of dumb, man. Yeah, you don't eat sick animals. I mean, that's half the problem that we've had with food regulation in this country is that for a long time they were so laxing that, all right, like people talk about like, oh, it's a moral thing that we're raising chickens, healthier.
Oh, but America doesn't give a shit, bro.
Well,
America's
we do
is a
now
country,
because people were getting sick from a
Yeah, dude.
shitload of like,
and
salmonella.
there's still
and
fucking people eating octopuses and fucking
Yeah, but that doesn't.
octopus is delicious.
Yeah, bro, what the
roaches and chocolate and shit.
I'd
Have
I
you
like
ever
to
eaten
think,
insects, dude? Have you ever eaten
No,
like some
crickets.
grasshoppers,
No.
crickets?
yeah,
Dude, that shit's delicious, bro. It's like beer nuts,
No,
dude.
That's gross.
dude, that's your next source of protein for like when they start doing like
Yeah.
if any place goes like food rationing hardcore, crickets should be immediately what you're giving out for that protein supplement.
If you go back like 50, 60, 50 plus years, knowing how to butcher an animal and, the whole process behind it was something that a lot of people knew how to do. It was kind of like almost, I don't know that the majority of people, but yeah, it was just sort of like a skill that was, more or less something that you knew how to do.
Throw
Like,
this at you, Bobby, because you're a teacher. Can we say that? I think we've said that on podcasts before, but oh shit, you look hesitant now. Dog.
You said it now, bro.
Do I need to bleep some shit out on the audio? But okay, do you think that there would be all right, for example, you got the FAA. What is it? No,
FTA?
Future Farmers FFA.
Oh, FFA.
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
That
You're not an FFA teacher, right?
no,
well,
pussy.
at least the high school I went to, the FFA actually they took these kids out and showed them how to cut a piece of meat and dress an animal and all this shit. Do you think there would be any benefit if along with home ec, which you brought up the other day,
yeah, dude.
motherfuckers need to know how to darn a sock and fucking redo a stitch. Freddie, I'm not making eye contact with you because I know you have secret shame. But what I'm saying is that maybe, along with the food prep of the finished cut, maybe there would be a benefit to taking these kids and going like, look, here's a fucking like fresh cut side of beef. All we did was take the guts out. Now you're going to take it apart.
Well, is there any value? Yeah, I think there'd be value to that because, I mean, I was just thinking about the other day how, a biology class, you have to go and dissect like a frog or a, pig fetus or a cat. So I think if anything of any
Y'all
kind of...
dissect cats?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Is that legal?
Yeah.
I think you just
dude.
had a weird teacher.
Yeah, they do
Teach my
cats
neighbor
also.
to let this thing shit on my lawn.
Sometimes they'll get the cat that has babies in there. Like, they...
Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, that
But,
sounds pretty cool.
yeah, you kind of win like this weird lottery there.
Because I know that in college, I know that they do dissect like human cadavers.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you're a medical student. But what I was going to say is...
If you're a psychopath, you could do that. Too.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you can get it anytime you want.
I remember talking to my aunt one
Shout
time.
out
She
to
said
Jeffrey Dahmer.
doing the cranial dissection where they were taking apart the skull and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like that was the part that stuck with her like for years afterwards.
Can imagine, man. But yeah. So, do I think it would have any value? Yes. I think that really the way I see it is that. And even I'll put myself in this category of people that, we go, say, to a drive-through and you get your food in a wrapper or in a box. It's already been processed, already been prepared. Somebody slaps together, whatever it is, you get it. And you're really far removed from the process of which, from the animal itself that it came from. So that might foster a certain like disrespect or non recognition of the actual value of animals and the role that is played. So when you hunt or when you take care of, when you've been involved in something like that, you might get a little bit more of an appreciation for an animal's, like, the sacrifice and the suffering even that it possibly goes through, whether it's, an animal that is hunted out in the wild, or if it's on some kind of, factory, like more industrial type setting, that there's still something that we should acknowledge for the value of the life of the animal. But to quit rambling, basically there's a lot of spoiled and entitled and sort of like these students that don't necessarily, like, they don't have that sort of experience. Sometimes you can't necessarily get upset or overtly judgmental of somebody if they've never been really exposed to something.
Right.
You think they should introduce like hunting into the classroom? show these kids where food comes from?
Well, maybe but then again, that some people could say that, is it a political thing if you are showing these, like when they have to read like The Jungle by Upton Sinclair, which basically, documents like, meat packing and just like the unsanitary conditions, and it's really kind of revolting, and it kind of really opened people's eyes, like even like, why we have stuff like the FDA.
Well, that's kind of where I was going earlier with I don't necessarily think it was granted, there was a moral element to us going, okay, we need to better the conditions under which we raise our food animals, but there's also just a logical, like, it is stupid to package food,
right,
and raise the animals that will produce these, this meat in a way that is unsanitary and just unhealthy. Like I was saying earlier, you'd find cows with just pus coming out of wounds they've got.
And I've spoken to people that have directly like explained or cited like the video of the baby chicks getting the beaks like burned off or whatever, and all that. Like that's what pushed them to being vegetarians or vegans. Right. And I'm like, I understand it, and at the same time, chicken nuggets are fucking delicious. But I mean, it's like I'm weak. I'm sorry, but
like I get the part of like I understand that some people feel that they have a close covenant with like animals, but, and I apologize before I say this, but I have nothing against animals. I love animals too, to a certain extent.
They're delicious,
but not enough to not ever eat steak again.
So, right.
I think maybe like if you source like your steak from like an ethical place where it's like farm raised, like free range,
I would still eat it.
You would still eat it? No, that's what I'm saying. Like if you go,
put it this way: if you stepped out this door right now,
yeah,
which direction would you start walking? Like all the stores are closed.
Yeah.
Which direction would you start walking in to find an animal to eat?
North.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you aiming for?
Probably like outside of Edinburgh.
Ah, ranch country?
Yeah.
Right. It's a long fucking walk, homie.
Which point?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The unfamiliarity that we,
or you know
we
what,
have,
this guy has a possum in his fucking upstairs, dude. I'll just get
now
that
you're
too.
Thinking, now you're thinking. Slight chance of maybe trichinosis and rabies, but that's you run that.
No, I heard possums can't get rabies.
No, they can't.
They can't pass it.
Oh, okay.
No, they can't get it.
They can. Like, look, you can look that number up right now. It's very unlikely because of the lower body temperature.
So every time Sean's about to eat a possum, he's like, "This possum."
Have you eaten possum?
Do I have rabies?
No.
Or not? There's a way to check.
Which is funny because I don't eat possum because I respect him. I'll eat a rattlesnake, but that was more of like an alpha type of move. You know what I mean?
Fuck, that fucking thing looks ugly.
Possums.
Dude, it tastes
that
ugly.
is an ugly ass fucking possum.
Okay. But can they get herpes?
No.
Possum.
That's free game, dude. Let that
Wait,
possum have
what
it.
are you saying? They taste ugly? What?
Yeah, dude, it's very fatty, bro, and the meat tastes like fucking piss.
Piss meat.
Piss
Kinda-
meat, dude.
Kind of like a like wild boar when the
Yeah, like
the
like
glands.
like a wild boar. There was actually games expert.
Have you ever? Well, let me ask.
Yeah.
Let me start with this question first. Have you had baby goat?
Yeah, I've had baby goat.
Okay. Have you had mature goat?
Yeah.
Okay. You know there's a difference. Like in taste, there's a difference, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So does it taste like the mature goat?
No, it doesn't
Okay.
taste like the baby goat.
Because
Either.
to me, the mature goat tastes like shit.
No,
It does.
it tastes like wild boar, but just more fat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
What about rabbit? Anything like rabbit?
No, dude, rabbit tastes pretty good.
No. I've tried rabbit, and I like rabbit, but it doesn't taste anything like that.
No, dude,
Okay.
this is like fatty, like you know, it's almost like carnitas, and like there's a lot of the meat on it that's just covered in fat.
Why don't
dude.
we look up a possum meat or like a recipe for possum fucking taco or some shit?
Ready? Well,
That would be
tacos?
the next shit. You never know if Taco Bell's gonna have a commercial.
I know. I remember reading like books from like the early like 20th century of like the Appalachian squirrels and possums and all
Yeah.
that shit, and like
Now
but
put on some images. I want to see what.
You want to see people
Yeah.
cooking possum?
Yeah,
show me that butchered.
I mean that's
possum.
not that I really want to see it, but no. I mean we're talking
Secretly
about it.
little Bobby, the voice in the back of your head going, "Show it, possum."
Is this the same voice that urges you to get?
Holy
donuts?
shit, dude! Click on no,
Instead of going,
the first one.
instead of
First
eating Shipley, I'll be eating fucking possum.
one. What did he say that he?
I'll be
can't-
driving down the street looking for possum instead of going to Shipley Donuts.
Okay, but this was my whole point with the questioning earlier about like which direction would you go in? Do you know how far you'd have to travel? Is the unfamiliarity that we have in the culture that the kids have that a lot of
finding
adults
your own
have.
food.
They wouldn't know where the fuck to go, man.
No, I mean,
Like,
I wouldn't.
I'm still not
I mean,
completely
There's
grasping
no.
your point.
They have no starting point. There's no
granted, you would want to find
connection.
a water source, because that's where every animal goes to. Even humans, they flock towards a water
Now,
source.
just to be clear, Leo,
Yeah.
you got a bit of country ass in you. So,
Yeah.
like,
No, well, he was also in the military.
I was in the Navy, dude. It's not like we're not hunting
You
for our
don't make
food
you-
out there.
They don't make you eat possum.
you ask where the
So
water
how-
is
how-
there, they
so
throw
how do
you
you-
overboard.
How do you know these small tactics?
What do you mean? Because I grew up in Zapata, dude.
Okay, so it
everybody out
has
there.
nothing to do with the military.
Everybody out there, no, dude.
Can you fast forward to the fucking? Is that it?
No, that was a mouse. It was caught in a trap. Is that the possum?
Looks like they're trying to clear out this place. God damn, there is nothing like a fucking rat infested trailer. They're just that it's like,
That's fucking gross.
There's
dude.
nothing like it.
because there's just the insulation all through the walls. They're just crawling through there. You can hear them.
Little baby squirming. Look at this guy.
It's like aliens. They're all around us.
Let's see.
Show this fucking possum.
Where is it?
Dude, I saw a video from out near Zapata where they were fucking spear hunting wild boar, man.
Right there.
Like these crazy
That's a-
fucking.
That's it.
Oh yeah, I got it.
That's a possum.
Is it still alive?
Holy shit, headshot.
No, dude, his head's probably blown off.
About half of it.
So get to cooking, motherfucker.
Eventually. Right here. They're gonna skin it, dude. Watch, check this out.
That's fucking gross, dude.
But Freddy, my point was basically, man,
Did they shoot it in the balls, or did he already start?
No, he already
He
started.
started cleaning
if
it.
this right here, like going out and actually like finding the animal, putting it down quickly, and then going through this process of taking it apart, if you don't have a starting point for this, all of this is just alien gibberish to you. Like, have you ever seen somebody's face the first time they see a butchered animal? Like the way it, like, you brought up, Bobby, people see the videos.
Believe it
from
or
the-
not, I have a hard time watching this shit right now, but I can't stop looking.
See how tough that skin is? All that skin is just fat, dude. If you don't take
Jesus.
that off properly, it gets onto the possum.
Damn, dude, you can tell that this is not the first possum that he
Oh hell no!
fucking skins, dude.
I wonder where this guy's.
But there's also like
Leo,
there's,
you're off mic, man.
There's a lot of crossover.
You
when-
wonder, well, what?
I wonder where this guy's from, dude.
But when you've dressed an animal, like there's kind of a lot of crossover when it comes to like.
Hey, man,
just
I
removing
wonder-
the
I
skin
wonder
and
if he's
finding,
gonna
like,
keep the
parts
skin-
and,
Hey, go up.
Like,
I wonder if he's gonna keep this skin or make some shoes out of him or some shit.
No, dude. Fuck
Imagine
no.
rocking them possum Nikes, bro.
I don't know. Is there still a possum fur trade?
I don't think so. But look at all that fat,
Fuck,
dude.
Yeah.
That's just mainly what a possum is. Just mainly fat, bro. Look how much meat is on that. It's not a lot.
Right.
But I mean,
it
the
kind of
fat-
looks like a rabbit from here.
The fat would hold you, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I've heard people say that possums out in the country, like out in the middle of like the woods, taste a lot better than the ones in the
Well,
city.
because of the diet, what an animal
Yeah.
consumes really like plays into like what it ends up tasting like. Also,
Well, to go back to the dietary rules, I think a lot of them were probably made because of sewage. Like, don't eat the shellfish because that's where we dump our shit water.
Who was that guy, dude? There was a guy on Joe Rogan talking about how he doesn't eat like wild hog in South Texas because that's where all like the piss and all the sewage and drainage goes to down
and
to.
that's where they go and that's
Yeah,
what they feed
and-
off of. I was watching this one show about some crazy addiction or like I think it was My Strange Addiction or some bullshit like that. But this person was addicted to eating raw meat, and
I think I saw that. too.
well, he ate he
Oh
would-
no, the one I was talking about was a
well,
sheep.
this gets really fucked up, right? And this is kind of like stuff that you're like really this like, all kinds of things exist in the world, but this is one thing you're like really like this is something people do, But basically, he ate raw meat, but then there's this thing called I think it's called high meat. I think he called it high meat, and what it is basically it's meat that it's rotten. He puts like all this fucking like even
Yeah,
roadkill. He'll get roadkill.
There's people.
off,
I
and
was
he,
gonna
like,
say there's people
he'll
that
clean
eat
it right there, and he'll
roadkill.
start like putting little chunks in his mouth and stuff. It's nasty. But so he'll put like chunks of the meat in a jar, like in a mason jar, and leave it for weeks or whatever. And then he'll like open it and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's my high meat or whatever." And I'm telling you, it's so. Yeah. Just look up high meat.
No. Hold on. I'm
guess-
watching this shit.
They're in
At
the
this
kitchen.
point, it's already basically like
No, he wants to know
chicken
the food prep for the possum.
Yeah,
Are you really gonna cook this guy upstairs or what?
in case. Man.
Yeah, you don't want to eat that motherfucker.
Basically probably because it is really tough. You probably want to like put in a crock pot or like a stew or something like.
Right on.
Stop talking, motherfucker.
Some
Move
potato.
on.
Oh, there you
Oh wait, go back.
Oh,
Hot sauce.
Oh, he's gonna make some fried shit.
Oh shit, possum wings. There is an element to like very. I've had sashimi of various sorts, man.
Right.
I have stayed away from red meat sashimi, but there is something that is very palatable about certain cuts of raw meat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, if you prepare it correctly, and you know what you're doing. Yeah, that's without a doubt. I mean,
Just a quick note, but any sushi you've ever had has been frozen for at least 72 hours before you
Right.
ever had it.
And I mean, one of my favorite things in the world is the squid, the sashimi or the nigiri or what, the squid. Just basically just and the way they score it, and the way just something really just kind of pure and clean about it. And it's just one of my favorite things in the world is just a straight piece of squid, which is it's the raw meat. But back to what I was talking about that dude. Basically, I mean, he conditioned himself to like eat like raw meat, and then he started moving on because of some weird compulsion onto like rotten meat. And there's other people that do this, and it was just really disgusting. And his family was like, "Dude, like, what is wrong with you?" And yeah, he was kind of a.
What were the physiological results? He was like. What
He says that that it's the perfect diet. That he's.
I wanna know
it
what
gives
his
him everything
doctor
that he
says.
needs. Oh yeah, no, the doctor was like, "You are gambling." They had a doctor talk to him to try to like.
Damn, this
talk him out
dude's
of it.
really going to work on that fried shit.
Yeah, man. If somebody handed you a plate and say, "Hey, get down on this,"
They did that to me once when I was like 16. They gave me frog.
Oh, frog is good.
Oh,
No,
frog's
fuck
not bad.
Frog legs.
Frog legs, yeah.
Yeah, high meat.
Dude,
Oh,
you were talking.
God.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was you that brought up Papados a while back, man. Like they do a good fucking frog leg.
I didn't have that there. I had a.
I'm trying to remember where the saying came from, but it was like, if you're ever looking for who the bravest man ever was, think about the first man who tried oysters.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. I mean, he was probably really hungry.
What's this?
So that eating rotten meat gets you high. How to make high meat.
Ugh.
But why is this little Instagram freaking turd like the one that's?
You said it was on My Strange Addiction, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just interested. It's just found it interesting that this dude like is this what he's doing for views? He's like, watch me eat rotten meat.
Well, he only
Yeah,
has
dude.
750 views.
Nah, that was that he changed. This is another video.
Yeah. This is like day 5 of like letting this meat.
Making
Oh,
high
hell
meat
no.
with fat
Maggots.
with
Maggots,
with
dude.
maggots. I almost said something else because I guess something's on my mind. But no, making high meat with maggots, dude. Yeah, nah. The other guy was straight up eating meat with maggots on it too, and he's like, "Oh, I can feel him." Sean's really like getting affected by this. Maybe we should have watched this because I don't want Homeboy to get any more. I didn't think Sean can turn any more shades whiter than he already is. And he's really the guy's color is straight draining out of his face.
Well, there's part of me that's disgusted. There's part of me that's
Just-
horrified, and then
I
there's part of
wanna-
me that's offended that somebody would waste meat.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys ever had aged beef?
Okay, different.
Yeah, like well, that's like in a chiller.
It's like
Well,
beef jerky?
any beef you've had has been aged.
No, like this is like aged for
Like
like,
a dry,
years.
like a dry age is what
Yeah,
you're
like-
talking about.
Yeah,
like
they
they-
eat that in Japan, don't they?
I don't know
Japan
where
has-
they
They
eat
eat
it
it
comes
everywhere, man. It's actually
No, Japan has a cuisine where they do exactly that.
From. Yeah,
Like it's been aged for years.
yeah, dude, and it's basically to the
Like
point.
every plate that you get in that restaurant,
right.
every piece of meat has been aged for at least 10 years.
I've always wanted to try it, dude, but it's fucking expensive.
And it's really
dude.
fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Just want you to keep in mind, with the longer the beef stays in there, the more of a thick, crusty rind of mold they have to cut off of it before you.
Yeah, like by the end of it.
I think they
the
serve
steak,
it
like
to you
the-
with mold and shit.
No, they do not.
no,
sir. That
they
shit'll
don't.
kill
They
you,
don't.
No.
or at least fuck you up good.
Oh, this is the
there's-
worst thing in the world.
There's a picture you can find on Reddit where this guy was like, "Hey, my buddy aged his own steak and like he cooked it," and you're going, "That's not spice on there. That dumbass didn't fucking take the damn mold off."
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Maggots, dude.
that's wrong. That's
And this is 2 minutes into a 33-minute video of this person making high meat with maggots. This is
Dude, imagine the fucking smell, bro.
trying not to. Really trying not to. I know
Hey,
what dead animal smells
I
like.
got substantially
yeah.
smaller.
Yeah, it's gonna lose water.
Can we fast forward a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, can
This
yeah.
is
Is there a point to this?
Oh, this guy looks like a dumbass, dude.
He looks like he regrets things in life, like a lot of things.
It looks like he needs to cut his nose hairs.
He looks
it
like
looks like he's
half the
about to, right? What did he say? One of his little scissors.
It's about to turn into a grooming.
Is he
video.
trying to psych himself into eating some of it? Oh,
Oh,
god.
shit.
Yep.
That looks like dog shit.
Oh, it does, dude.
I,
Nah, dog shit looks better than
I would
this, dude.
actually probably rather eat dog shit.
There's no green in
But
dog
if
shit.
you-
I'd rather eat fresh dog shit
Like,
than a
if
piece
you-
of that fucking old
if
rotten
you
meat.
If you eat maggots, don't they eat you from the inside?
No, dude.
No.
Actually, they're full of protein, dude. Maggots.
Oh fuck.
Did
yeah.
someone
Yeah.
tell you that once, Freddie? Or did you just kind of come up with your own? Because I was like, I thought about it and I was like, oh, that's not.
I think I heard that somewhere. I'm
Yeah.
really disgusted right now.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome,
My
guys.
saliva got real thick.
I have owned dogs for
Does that mean you're watering at this?
Day 81.
fuck you.
Dude, for real.
Fuck you.
For real. This is. It's like the crypt keeper in
Fuck,
there.
dude, look how
So
fat
he-
those maggots are.
The colors.
There were already some of those maggots already like grew up and
So
had
is he
baby
gonna
maggots, and
is
this
he
is
gonna
like
eat
Dude.
this at one point?
Yeah, dude. I hope so. I want to see him eat it.
Well, fast forward.
There's
this
like
shit.
one
Yeah.
dead maggot right there. It just a,
Fuck, dude.
there's not only dead meat, there's a dead maggot.
The maggots have gotten to like Asian man penis size. Asian penis size, dude. That's how they're fat, dude.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh fuck, dude, that's gross. Oh, he got his buddy to eat it. I think his buddy's gonna eat it, dude.
This guy looks like he's really excited.
This guy looks homeless, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, buddy, homeless guy that lives
Drug
on my
addict.
corner. Yeah,
It's like, let me just
Bro,
smoke a
buy
lot
you
of meth before I...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're doing this for a bag of cocaine or meth.
I got you on some Tina, bro. You just come over here, eat this shit.
dude, bum fights was more ethical than this.
Oh my god.
Yo, I wonder if we could force a bum to eat this shit, dude.
No.
Probably.
Force him?
Well, not force them. Like, oh shit, we need your charger.
Yeah, it's in the bag.
Oh, he already
Run, Leo, run! Please don't eat that.
just it's just nauseating. It really is. And kind of reminds you that, like I said, like, you know, you thought that you would hope that people would draw the line somewhere at something. No,
Yeah.
they don't. They don't. It looks like he prepared it with something though, or did it get that like rotten and
Well,
slimy?
that's the consistency of it.
I got that Uncle Tony spice on there.
Oh god, this is odd. You got that some allspice. Dude, you guys are so. This has got to be the grossest episode
Yeah,
of Real's podcast you ever done. And
it's fucking gross.
I feel like it's my fault. I'm not a gross people. I'm not a gross people.
You can throw up images of
I
this.
could probably
I can
screenshot.
throw up if you.
I could probably screenshot this and then like put it up there while we're talking about it on the video.
Yeah, no, spare the
Second homeless guy.
listener. If you really feel like looking this up, there
No, just type in high meat.
we're looking at this so that any of the listeners don't have to.
Yeah.
What's the liquid? Why is there liquid?
Why is he putting on gloves if he's gonna eat it anyways?
I think that's like the maggot piss, dude.
Maggot piss.
I think he's the prep chef.
That's a badass name for like a gore like death grind metal
Fuck
band.
yeah,
Maggot
piss.
piss.
Oh shit, he's gonna do it. Is he gonna do it?
He put on gloves. It looks like he cooked it.
no, he didn't.
Oh, he's taking off the dead maggots on it.
Oh, that's nice. I like that he's concerned about the dead maggots.
Yo, dude, we would have Marines, dude, come on our ship sometimes because they would get sick with like fermenting their shit and piss to get high.
I heard about people doing that.
Yeah, man, that's. I think this is a lot grosser than that.
That's fucking disgusting.
Dude, where is he gonna stick this in his mouth?
We can just skip that part. Let's.
I've said that during other movies too. When's he gonna stick this in his mouth?
You know that at any time we can just change the subject.
No,
gotta throw
you
that
guys
out
are pretty
there.
invested in it.
I don't
I was
want to.
like,
I don't
I
want
really
to
don't.
change the subject. I really don't, because I was gonna go into another one.
There's something broken.
No, he did it. He did it. Oh shit, he ate some.
And why does he have gloves on? He's gonna stick it in
That's
his
what I'm
mouth.
saying. Like, why would you?
You don't want to get that on your hands.
Oh no! Oh no!
just inside your GI tract.
I wonder how high he's gonna get, dude.
Oh, is he talking?
It depends on what floor of the hospital they put him on.
Right here, again. Come on, don't be a puss.
Stop fucking talking. Put it in your mouth, bitch.
That's really-
Fuck,
Like it's
dude.
making my nose run.
Shut the
Okay,
fuck
how much
up,
money?
dude.
How much money to do that? How much money would someone
I
have
get
to
the
pay?
distinct feeling Freddy would be the guy at the snuff film recording going like, guys, I'm not comfortable with this, but I think we need more lighting.
Yeah.
Just
Dude,
freaking
it
me
would-
out.
It would take a good chunk of change for me to even try one piece of that bullshit.
500,000.
Yeah, I'm not going under like
Yeah.
10,000. That's for sure.
5 million and we can talk about
I'm
it.
talking about like a bite. You don't have to eat like a whole bunch.
Yeah, like 500,000, dude.
Yeah. That's
You know what, Bobby?
That's where my numbers are at.
Your price just went up to 10.
I'd probably say 25,000 is my baseline. I mean, that's okay. Fine.
We have different values, sir.
I mean, because realistically,
Okay, I tell you what. 2 million and I get to kick the guy in the balls whose idea it was.
Yeah. That sounds like a deal.
Well, you're in luck. I got some high meat in my pocket.
Oh, fuck you. We will end this shit short. This guy's still going at it. Fuck.
dude, he's almost done eating it. And that's not a cutting board, dude. That's like a 2x. That's like a plank of wood.
It's not a cutting board. You're right.
Oh yeah, this is like one of them hipster steakhouses where they bring it out
On a piece of fence.
This is maple.
I'm just gonna say, dude, his car matches what he's doing right now. You see that?
Shit's fucking gross, dude. Look up. Y'all want to look at something better?
Oh, God.
He's gonna drink
No,
it, dude.
no. This, we didn't. I didn't know this was going to get even more intense.
Here. I'll do this right here. You can look, Sean. It's on the corner.
I don't. Nobody should watch this or look at this.
Yeah, no.
Do it.
No.
Make it bigger, though.
Make it bigger.
This is
Shut the fuck up and put it in your mouth, dude. Fucking
Chug.
shit, bro.
Oh God, this really took a turn for the worse. Just when you thought it couldn't get any, they really upped the stakes here. Was that the cops? No, we had to arrest you for being disgusting.
Oh, he doesn't want to touch the fucking. Ugh, fuck. Ugh.
He's waterfalling it in there. What a bitch, dude.
I am.
Oh,
You know,
All right, dude.
I've never seen that 2 girls 1 cup shit, and this is.
I'm not gonna lie. I worked myself up to that because it kept getting referenced so much,
In,
and then I found out it was chocolate
type
pudding,
in,
and it became pointless. at that.
fried scorpion.
I mean,
Is it chocolate
Fried
pudding?
scorpion.
yeah. The whole. Go back and watch that video.
I've never even seen it once, like I said, because of what I've heard about it.
Oh yeah, it's
That was legitimately-
disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm not gonna say it's not
Look,
disgusting.
check it out.
Oh, why are we? No, we're done with this. Oh, catching scorpion by hand and fried scorpion on clay for food.
I have heard good things about fried scorpion.
Oh wow!
Holy
she's
shit.
This woman,
Charging for it.
that lady is happy to see that scorpion.
Hell yeah.
Food my village.
Food my village.
If you asked me to knife fight a scorpion, I would probably say no. But this lady, she makes
But
it look
then
very
again,
feasible.
This lady
She-
looks desperate for food.
Yeah, exactly. She looks hungry as fuck.
Like the way crackheads look whenever.
And
they
she
haven't had
she
crack
looks
in a
like she
while.
hasn't eaten her whole life. So
Look at
Y'all
that.
are
Look at
playing
that.
this.
prepared and
What the
everything.
fuck do you mean not eating? That woman looks healthy as shit.
I think I'd hit it.
That's what I'm saying. Bobby, dab it
There we
on
go.
her. Yeah, man. Yeah.
She
There's
looks, she looks
yeah,
so-
she's dark enough for me.
She's dark enough.
Nah, dude, look at the way she's eating. Look at
Oh,
she's
damn.
like, fuck, I'm gonna fuck something.
I love her choice of knife
Yeah.
too. That is a badass
Yeah.
little mini bolo or whatever that is.
She has nice boobs too.
Look at that. Look at that fucking look at her
She's
legs,
barefoot
dude.
in the jungle.
That's a real
Fuck,
woman, dude.
Yeah, it's a real Indian woman.
I mean, if she's like willing to eat scorpion, dude,
No-
imagine
no
what she's willing to do
disrespect.
for other stuff, man.
she's gonna eat this dick.
What if that's like her one gripe? No, I don't put
I
dick in my
don't-
mouth.
yeah, I don't put dick in my
believe,
mouth.
believe me, if between the two of you guys, you are not calling the shots. It's Freddy. All right. Let's see.
Find the fucking scorpion.
Still barefoot.
I hope this fucking scorpion bites her in the foot.
I'm not gonna lie, sarongs might be my thing. That's
All right. Is that what that's called?
that's a sarong, right?
I don't know.
What the fuck is
the
that?
Like
waist
her
wrap?
skirt
Yeah.
or the dress thing she's wearing.
Damn those feet though. Imagine trying to fuck those feet.
Imagine trying to fuck those feet.
Nobody was until you said something, Freddie.
They'd be all rough and shit.
Yeah.
Because
Leave your calluses on your
Yeah.
dick.
Fuck, dude, you're gonna get burns on your dick. You're gonna cut that up.
chick has got like this is not meant to be like
You
sound
might
like
get athlete's foot on your foreskin.
this isn't meant to be as disrespectful as it might sound, but she probably got like the pads of like some kind of cat or dog like
Yeah,
at the
it-
bottom of her feet. Like my
You do get the sense if she walked across a tile floor, it would click.
You think she's eating dog?
oh god, I think she
Hers
came
or
across
somebody
a dog.
else's.
I'm gonna say if she came across a dog right now, she'd probably be like, that dog's done for.
I think she's just purposely looking for anything to eat.
Do you think they made her wear that top? Like
Yeah.
kind of like
We
kind of
need
Jennifer Aniston from Friends or something?
we need views. Yeah,
Right.
Wear something sexy.
Just take it off.
Look
She's
at her,
like,
dude.
"I'm
She's
hungry."
like, I mean, she's seriously looking desperate for food.
Yeah. she's
Catching
like,
scorpion by hand and fried scorpion on clay for food.
Get to the scorpion.
That's the name of the video.
Hey, bro, I'm just getting off on the girl looking
I know you are, Leo.
deprived, dude. No one else is getting turned
If I were a little kid and
right there.
There you go.
oh, they totally
Damn, that's a
planted
big
the scorpion.
motherfucker.
Look at her face, dude. That was totally like scripted.
Yeah, this is very dramatic though. Finally, the scorpion appears.
Fuck porn,
I just
bro.
love the way
She
she
is
runs
so
with the
happy.
knife, overly
Yeah.
animated.
She's so
Oh
happy.
shit. Is she wearing panties?
Right? It's like, oh, catching scorpion, my hand and fried scorpion on clay for food, and look at my pussy.
This is one of those weird
She's taking
videos
care of
that-
the stinger.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, she knows what's up.
Yeah, she's not as stupid as she looks.
Oh,
Jesus.
did she fuck you up, dog? She's surviving there. Well, I don't know. She probably lasts longer than you.
But scorpions don't have that much meat, do they?
Oh, straight up. I don't know, man.
I think the
It's probably.
It's kind of like crab.
I was gonna say like a crawfish.
Right now we'll look up the nutritional facts for scorpion.
I don't think they exist, bro.
Fried scorpion.
well, for example, with the crickets, man, a lot of the shell has nutrients.
I know that some insects are like really high on protein.
cooking
yeah.
scorpion, eating delicious. Number 74.
What?
That's what it says. Catching
Oh,
scorpion by hand and fried scorpion on clay for food.
I
and
thought
then
maybe
dash-
number
I thought another
74 was the
scorpion.
menu number. Oh, you have 374? Yeah, okay, shit.
I'll take the
Oh, please take a
scorpion
bite of
fried
that.
rice, please.
Yeah, like she's way too happy about these mangled scorpions.
Hey, your
I mean-
friend.
I mean, because scorpions aren't they like the crabs of the land?
Um,
Yeah,
The crabs of the land.
shrimp are the cockroach of the sea.
or like
Eat the fucking thing, bitch.
Right here, she's about to start frying it.
Ooh.
wonder what kind of oil she's using.
I'm just wondering if it's
I hope
shell.
it's olive oil.
Oh, it's shrank, dude.
She put it
Yeah,
live.
yeah.
Oh, she got two of them motherfuckers.
Damn. they're
You
both
want
like-
some sunny side up eggs with that shit?
Oh,
She even got fucking.
She got a
Limes
I
and
line.
I
peppers.
knew this bitch had some kind of Mexican in her.
bro, take her home, dude. Show her to your grandma. Hey, mom. Hey, mom. This girl could cook.
Hell, motherfucking yeah,
She's
bro.
the kind of girl you'd take home to mama because even if mama had a problem, she'd just punch her in the face.
Look at that. She's
Dude,
got
that's
some.
got to be the spiciest thing in the world.
Yeah, dude. That's what I was gonna say, man. She's got some balls. Look at all those seeds.
Are they still alive? Were they still alive?
No,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
dead now.
You didn't
No,
see them
were
like
they-
shrink up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They reacted to that.
Hey,
They were
it's
like,
like how they cook lobster. They do the same shit.
yeah.
Actually,
Damn, that hot sauce looks good as fuck.
I'm trying to figure out what the root was.
Damn, that
What
looks
root?
really good.
There was a little bit of root in there with the peppers.
Oh, I think that was garlic.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe
Yeah.
so.
Hey, right after this, you're gonna look up eating live scorpion.
oh,
There's motherfuckers that do that.
Eat that alive.
Yeah.
You're still running a risk there. I came across a story a while ago.
There's this old guy that eats the live scorpion, and right before he swallowed it whole, it stung him 3 times on the lip,
I wonder how many.
and he took that shit like a champ, bro.
I wonder how many comments there are about like this chick like at the bottom. I want to know what the hell.
Peaceful scorpion really attacked by savage woman.
Peaceful scorpion.
Wait, let me see the.
Lime, garlic, chili. Oh no, she's going straight.
Shell and all, right?
Yeah,
It's just straight in there.
she's just dipping it in the hot sauce.
And she's eating the fucking. Damn, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That actually looks good.
Yo, this lady looks kind of like the cleaning lady that cleans our place.
No, dude, that bitch is ugly. No offense.
Wow.
Don't be a bitch. Eat the whole fucking hot sauce.
Is it just me, or is this easier to take since we watched the rotten meat?
Yeah.
Like you just like this makes
I
sense.
could watch this.
Look,
Perfect
because I
sense.
guarantee you that if you can hear the audio, like you can hear the
Oh,
crunch
fuck
in that
yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah!
Oh, it sounds like porn, bro. What?
Oh, she's digging that. Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
that totally does sound like we're not. This is not keep playing it. It's
If
hilarious.
this wasn't working for me before, it is now.
Oh, dude, she does other shit. This is like a whole thing. Food My Village.
This is a good one.
And she wears the same thing in
Oh,
every
and she
video.
rubs that belly Oh,
Thanks and help to subscribe.
Eating live scorpion.
Subscribe.
hold on. My mom thought I was watching porn. The barefoot walking
Hold on, scroll down. There's got to be. Actually, people are pretty like nice about. You figure they'd say something really perverted.
I wonder what that fucking says, dude.
Translate that bitch.
How can I?
Well, Google used to do that shit.
No, this seems like too much work, dude.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that there's not a button to translate.
That's what
it.
I said.
Only 2 scorpions.
Are they enough for your hunger? And then the crying, laughing face emoji.
Yeah, I wonder how filling Scorpion is.
The scorpion was a good actor.
The next episode, she's gonna catch 2 Sub-Zeros. Okay, that was stupid.
You tried, Bobby. You
I know
tried.
that was really ridiculous.
How did we get onto this?
Because of the fucking.
We were talking about eating meat, and then
Yeah, and then we went
Bobby
into
talked
pasta.
about,
Okay,
fine
yeah.
meat.
All right.
Look for the live scorpion. Hopefully
These are the best titles of finding shellfish in water and boiled shellfish on clay.
You know what? If we're gonna get weird, have you ever seen the videos of? I think it's Vietnam where they cut out the cobra heart and then like serve it to you with I forget what the liquor is.
that's him. The second one.
I do that like only if the cobra like killed my family or something. You know, I will feast on the heart of this cobra.
Y'all ever had snake?
Make eye contact.
Yeah, I've had snake.
Like rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Damn, this
Oh no, I never had it. I just
Gangster,
watched that scene
bro.
from La Bamba.
This guy looks like he fucks goats, dude. Just saying.
And that
Out
scorpion looks like it might kill you.
Oh
look
hell!
at that shit. Gangster right there. Look at that.
When he can't feed his arachnid addiction, Ismail does the only logical thing and spends his days hunting for them.
What are you doing to these kids?
The only
You're just
logical
teaching these
thing-
Kids.
Fortunately, eating scorpions doesn't have a negative effect on the body. So Ismail's daring diet. Oh, I wonder if this guy shouldn't have a sting in the tail. I wonder if this
1
dude.
hour mark.
I wonder if this dude fucks.
He
Oh
fucks
fuck
up
yeah,
scorpion.
dude! A lot of the girls are impressed by
I
that
think
scorpion
they're
eating.
like, oh, eat a
Imagine his tongue
scorpion.
gets all swollen, dude. His wife's like, "Bring that over here."
Right. Let it sting your tongue.
Do you
tonight.
think it'll get swollen enough to the point where you can't breathe?
Let's let it sting other places other than your tongue.
Dude, I think if that guy has an allergy to scorpion venom, he would have been dead a
you,
while
you think
back.
you build your immunity just eating like the scorpion venom like that?
That's
Yeah.
interesting. I remember there. You know what? I take that back because they use horse
there-
blood for the serum.
There's some people, I don't remember if it was India or whatever, but whoever does the whole rattlesnake whisperer bullshit
Yeah,
in
India.
whatever country,
Yeah.
what they do is like once or twice a month they actually inject themselves with a small dose of snake venom to become immune to it, or to stay immune to it, or some bullshit like that.
I don't know if that process necessarily works, but there is something where they inject horses with the venom, and the horse produces a
Like an anti-venom?
something in the blood that they then sieve out. What do you call it?
Click on the first one. The first one, animals eaten alive.
Live penis fish.
Dude, that's what I was.
I've seen that one where she teases it and it just squirts like a fucking like super soaker.
Fuck,
It's yeah.
I don't know whether you're telling the truth or not.
That sounds phallic enough to.
Look,
Oh yeah, it's completely phallic.
Penis fish.
All right, that's not that gross.
Animals eaten alive. Why don't we?
We've gone this far, boys. Let's go further.
Is that rice?
No, that's crawfish.
I think after this video, I think we've pretty
No,
much
like, what's
seen
it on?
everything gross that people could eat.
No.
No.
If you want to see people eating human feces,
I've
I mean, I think
seen
that's the next step that we're gonna-
Everything, including how to get meat high.
And that was let's throw that out there. That was Sean's favorite video.
Did they pair like the
You're the one that almost gagged, son.
are you guys at all surprised that this is happening in Asia?
No.
Nope. I'm not surprised with anything Asians do, except when they drive correctly.
Oh god.
No offense.
Oh, this fish,
That-
is this fish alive?
That looks pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. That looks
the
scary as
fuck is
fuck.
that?
That's sea urchin.
That's the fucking face hugger
That
egg
looks
from
like a demon
Alien.
pussy, dude.
Oh, it's like that scene out of Indiana Jones where they eat the monkey brains.
Leo wants to fuck the sea
Oh,
urchin.
dude. I totally do, bro.
Fucking-
I like bad girls. Oh, fuck, dude. Have you guys ever seen that Faces of Death video?
Which
Yeah.
one?
It was volume 1, I think. The one where they have the monkey
Well, you got to start at the
Oh.
beginning, right?
and they close the table on the monkey's head.
Yeah.
And people just take turns beating the monkey with a hammer to expose its brain and then feast on it, dude.
That's gross.
Dude, after we had the mad cow outbreak in the late 90s, early 2000s or whatever it was, man, and you start reading into how that stuff gets passed, which is basically like fuck, I forget what it's called, but it's got to do with neuron tissue and all that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I stay the fuck away from brains, man. Don't fuck with brains. Don't fuck with
Not
any of that.
even cow brains?
Nope.
Oh, she eating it.
Damn, girl.
That was kind of hot.
I would like to pull my pants down in front of you. Shit.
Oh, I've seen this one.
That looked like
Or I've seen similar video of the preparation of squid. But at least it seems like they kind of do it like relatively quickly. If you count like really,
That's not live anymore, man.
Wait,
still, it's
seconds.
still moving.
oh, he
That's
Oh, he
Yeah.
stood up.
that's so wrong.
Like the fish is still trying to. Fuck, dude. I'm not sure if that's like adrenaline or.
Now, I do understand that the purpose of this is to prove that these things are as fresh as fucking possible.
This motherfucker. Oh, fuck.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
I remember reading a few years back, Australia had a horrible problem with, I can't remember the specific toad type.
Would you eat that if they served it to you like that?
How much money would I.
None.
Nah, fuck no.
Okay.
It's staring you in the face, lady.
Yeah, I think I'd go vegan after that if I was served that, dude.
Look, it's twitching.
Oh, dude.
Like if they poked it in the butt and shit. Go to the penis fish.
Freddy's just let it all hang out tonight.
well, apparently the penis fish is also called the spoon worm.
Oh, it's an ASMR video.
What does that mean?
It's
Why?
let's turn up the audio.
Yeah,
You'll
it's,
see.
it's the people listen to those videos that's supposed to trigger their auditory senses, and it's like supposed to be real satisfying. You never heard of ASMR?
No.
Because
Well,
you're
maybe.
gangster, Freddy.
Yo,
Yeah.
if that was like a human penis, what kind of human penis would that be?
The
Broken
fuck
one?
is that?
Oh god, that is not an ASMR video. Fucking
Turn it off.
if the fucking
leave it
R
on, leave
stands
it
for
on.
wretch,
No, dude, that was like horrible.
that was disgusting.
Damn, dog. This guy's going to town on that
Yeah,
penis,
man.
dude.
Fuck you.
Whoa!
Hold up.
Apparently, he doesn't like to eat hard penis.
what is that fluid? That is.
It looks like it's blood, dude.
That's why it's called a penis fish. Because it's just, dude.
It just came.
Wow.
Watch your finger.
Hey,
bro.
that actually does look like an uncircumcised penis.
Yeah, it's got a resemblance, but like,
Oh yeah, stick
Yes,
it in your
bitch,
mouth.
I see it.
Stick
I
in
see
your
it.
mouth.
There's no way I cannot see that bullshit.
it's still moving.
It is.
Oh my god.
It is a very science fiction-y. Koreans enjoy this. Wait, what is it? What did it say? Go back. Koreans enjoy this as a side dish for liquor. Not all Koreans like this all. just me, actually. I am that Korean that eats it. I can know why people call this a penis fish. I can't know. Oh, damn.
Eat it, bitch.
Oh, dude. Why is it getting erect, bro? No, dude.
It's trying to get away from this crazy asshole.
It's a spoon worm. This is crawly, but the taste and texture are very good. This is crawly, but the taste and texture are very good. Oh God. So he's cutting it off at the end, and
We're just rewatching the same thing.
but
Does that look like grape Kool-Aid?
That's racist,
It
bro.
didn't until you said that.
first. Oh my God.
Oh, remove the
This
intestines.
is the
Remove the
exact same
intestines.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're rewatching the exact same bit of video.
Eat it, motherfucker. Shit.
Like jump ahead by like what is this? Like
I'm gonna go like
yeah.
Oh.
right there.
Well,
Now he's taunting
and
that other one. He's like, you see what?
yeah.
You see what I did to your friends?
That's what I'm gonna do to
The
you,
texture is
motherfucker.
very crispy.
Oh, he's gonna put it saucy, motherfucker.
That's
Just
some sriracha. Looks like.
Is it just me, or do I want to see him just put like the live penis fish in his mouth? And shit
yeah,
like that.
that's what I'm waiting for.
Is he gonna do that?
Like almost like he picks up one of the.
Oh, it's peeing.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
a
did
lot
you
of
see that?
lot of water just came out of it.
Watch.
I don't. He's scaring it. What an asshole! You see?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That's what I was talking about. There's video online where when they find him on the beach, like they just like spray in self-defense.
You think this does anything to like your sexual like health, dude? You think
No.
it gives you vigor? Or,
No.
No,
Well, that's why certain foods are.
Oh, he's gonna wash it down with water, you know, because
it's usually high-fat foods.
He-
Helps
he-
with the endocrine
I think
system.
it's vodka, bro. I think he's just trying to forget. I want to see what the comments are on
Dude,
this.
smell his fingers.
I think there's a reason why the rest of his face isn't on this video. He doesn't want to be identified as
Yeah.
that asshole.
Let's see. Did he disable? Oh no, he didn't. I'm gonna send this to my boyfriend and let him know what's gonna happen to him if he cheats.
People are wrong.
What when I get up from my
From sitting on my period. Oh my god, dude.
it's,
When I get up from sitting on my period right there. That's what she meant, dude. Fuck, dude, that's gross.
does that mean that I'm gay now? What the fuck?
Watching this makes me feel like I'm cheating on my boyfriend. And I don't even have one.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
You know what's going on with? I mean, it's been going on for a while now. But you know the thing on the internet where you see like it says no one and there's like no words and then it says like whatever like no one and then some other people or whatever like a group and then it's like a meme.
It's an adaptive meme structure.
But you know what I'm talking about? That
Yeah.
no one thing.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. It's just funny like how these things gain so much traction and then you start seeing them everywhere and then because they're so like everywhere they eventually just die out. But I still don't really understand it. Is it no one does this or no one says this or no one agrees with this or no
Like
one?
no
it's
one
like
even
no one
brought it
asked.
up. Yeah, no
Yeah.
one asked.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna show you.
That
anyway.
actually goes back a long ways. You can find lines like, he said blah, blah, blah when nobody had asked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's stupid.
I'm glad that we segued into meme culture.
I need to pee.
We didn't segue into meme culture. You latched on to one statement there.
Please, I just wanted to get away from the food eating, the animal eating.
No, I didn't want to get away.
You didn't want to get. We'll do experiments right now, Freddy. After this. If you
No,
want,
fuck
dude.
that. I don't want to.
I'll be honest, Leo. We weren't taunting your vegan ass. We were just.
But he's not vegan.
I'm not even vegan, but I feel like going vegan after all that shit. You guys.
Nah.
I mean, it didn't make me watch, but
Stop being a bitch.
You know, I'll tell you what. Look up blue steak.
blue steak.
This is not something gross. This is just it depends on how you feel about rare steak. But this is
Yeah, we're about to come to the 1:30 mark.
Blue steak is raw steak. People
Yeah, it's almost- it's almost raw.
weren't we talking about this?
Yeah.
earlier? We were talking about this earlier today. Oh,
y'all ever had it?
here
No,
comes
dude.
this asshole. I'm iffy about having it, trying it.
I will say I'm not the biggest fan of fuck, his name escapes me. What is
Gordon
it?
Ramsay.
Gordon
Ramsay. Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of his content, but he does have some really good steak prep videos where he just like walks you through like this is how you know heat it to this level.
That guy died.
Who?
That dude.
This one.
That one. Of a cocaine overdose.
He looks like a cokehead, bro.
He looks like he was starting to have an OD right there on video.
Have you guys ever read that Kitchen Confidential book by Anthony Bourdain?
No, heard good things though.
Oh, dude, check it out, man. It just exposes like what really goes on behind a kitchen. Like you have no idea how much like the kitchen staff is under the influence.
Right.
It's just
Doing cocaine off of steak backs and shit like
even
that.
heroin in the freezer.
Damn, Amanda. What's going on?
Just picturing someone going into the cabinet and being like, this brown sugar looks really dry.
This brown sugar smells like coffee.
But yeah, it's as we were talking about earlier, man. I think there is a proper place for, say, not fully cooked meat.
Yeah.
There's a reason we cook our meat. It is useful to a lot of people.
I'm just afraid of the bacteria, man. And the thing is, like, I don't want to sound like a bitch, but I have a very sensitive stomach. So,
Yeah.
like, whenever I do get sick from my stomach, I'll be sick for days. And that's just not cool.
Right.
So that's the only thing that I would not fucking... And I like my steak rare.
Well, I was just
But
reading an
it's gotta
article
be-
earlier about a weightlifter who had died because she had, and it's something that is apparently common, like 15-20% of people just almost cannot break down animal protein or protein altogether. I forget which the specific was. Did you
Yeah,
come
dude.
across that?
No, yeah, man. One of my friends actually developed a meat allergy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like right now he's just on eggs. Like that's the most protein he'll get is from eggs. And it's just
What does he eat?
just eggs. He can't eat chicken. He can't eat pork. He can't eat beef.
Did he just like develop it like out of nowhere?
Yeah, like out of nowhere.
My understanding is there is a variety of tick here in Texas that whatever it infects you with causes a red meat allergy.
You think it's like a Lyme disease, like a Lyme? Really?
That was my understanding on that.
It's like a chain reaction allergy type thing.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you-
look up Lone Star tick.
That's nuts.
No, wait, go to Blue Steak first.
My little brother actually developed a allergy to certain nuts.
Later in life.
Yeah, walnuts or like and it just happened. Like he used to eat them like regularly, and then something happened, and then he just one day he ate some. Next thing he got all like hived out and covered in hives. Kind of
A nympho tick.
A nymph
nymph.
tick.
She like to get down.
This tick likes to fuck. This tick
All about
loves
the
the
penetration.
dick. Oh god.
Dude, ticks are just fucking gross, dude.
Okay, you found the tick, but does it mention the infection?
Speaking of the tick, they did that show on
Look
Amazon
up
Prime.
red meat allergy. Lone Star tick, red meat allergy.
No, but the superhero show, The Tick.
Oh,
that's great.
It was great. I saw both seasons, and of course I'm like after season 2, I go and I Google.
Did it take you a while to get used to like the live action?
No, I've always liked The Tick, the cartoon when I was a kid,
Now,
and then the live
this is
action
the
later
second
on.
time they've tried to do a live action tick.
Yes.
Oh, for real?
Mhm.
See, I was
Yeah.
really attached to the cartoon, so whenever I watched this Amazon Prime show, I just couldn't latch onto it.
Oh, the second I saw it, I loved it. I mean, just because I like anything kind of tick related, because it's always so different than and it is like a parody of superhero stuff, but they always kind of have their own thing going on, or the tick always has its own kind of wit or intelligent, something that really sets it apart.
So it's like an allergy
Yeah.
built up to the alpha gland, alpha gal carbohydrate, found in most cows, pigs, sheep, and non-primates.
Oh, so
But
you
not
can still be a
humans.
cannibal. You just can't eat red meat.
You just can't eat. Yeah,
No, it says cows, pigs, sheep, and other non-primates, but
Yeah.
not so basically, red meat allergy.
Blue Steak.
Looks like we're eating monkey, boys.
are you for?
Um,
Yeah, just don't put blue muffin or whatever you do.
Oh, you guys blueberry muffin?
No, fuck that. The blue stick.
Just don't put blue waffle.
There you
Yeah,
go.
blue waffle.
Isn't that like
Not
that
muffin.
gross internet site shit or whatever? Like
No, it's a fucking what is it called?
it's like one of those like lemon parties or.
No,
It's an
it's
infection.
fucking
Yeah, I can bring it up
infection.
if you want, dude.
No,
No,
we're
thank
good.
you.
We're
Are
good.
you for real?
We're good. We're good.
I think compare it to like the fucking
No,
high
no,
meat.
no.
You know, I can't actually. All this stuff that we're watching, I think I'm so grossed out. I can't eat anything. Thank you guys. It's actually gonna help me.
Medium
But I
rare.
really
Look,
need to get to like
that's how I
losing
eat my
weight,
steak.
and I have no appetite right now. And
I do medium rare.
I used to do the rare too, but like for some reason, man, I just as I get older, I want it bloody. I want that motherfucker bleeding.
I
on
like
the
a
plate.
medium rare. I don't like it too.
I like medium
Too
well.
raw.
I don't know. I'm not.
Wait, which one did
I
you
like
like?
a pink, but I don't want too much
Like
redness.
straight rare. That's
Like
why I like I've had
black
it
and
blue
blue.
before, but it's yeah, man.
You want it to be
notice-
hot.
No, with the blue, dude, it's still cold in the middle.
That's what I'm saying. I've had it to where it's like fucking, you know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, if
I'm not gonna lie that with some A1 on it, that actually.
I mean, I'll eat sushi like tuna, salmon.
No, but that's different though.
Squid. I mean, yeah, but I'm
I've
saying
tried
like
to
I'm not. It's not the raw factor of it. It's just I really don't like care for the.
You don't like the irony taste.
I don't know. I mean, it's just something about my steak. I like it to be a little bit more cooked than most people, but like
Fair
medium
enough.
or medium rare. Not necessarily into. I don't like well done.
For some
or
reason,
well,
I like
that's-
the extremes. I like either a rare steak or like a you brought up the crock pot earlier, dude. If you just
okay.
do that, dude,
Yeah.
I was literally about to drool on my fucking shit right there, man.
I heard that.
Dude, if you let that shit go on low for like fucking 3-4 days, man,
Mm-hmm.
where it's just you get them chunks of meat that just fall apart as you bite them.
Yeah, I mean, actually, if I had more patience, I would.
That shit looks good.
I would
bro.
invest. I would because when I go get steak or meat from like HEB, I try to get the quality of meat that's a little bit better because it's not as tough. It's more tender.
Well, you can also afford it. So I mean,
not-
if I could afford it,
I don't know if-
I will say this:
I'm not really good with my finances. I should afford things, but because I make certain choices,
You got an oven, right?
yes.
Dude, even the tougher cuts of meat, like a chuck steak or something, or a chuck roast,
Mm-hmm.
if you maybe cut it a little bit, maybe butterfly it, and like slow cook the fuck out of it,
Right.
like, take it to like 260 for like maybe 2-3 hours, maybe cover it. The
Break down the
connective tissue,
yeah,
it
exactly.
starts to break down
down.
a little bit.
Have you guys
Yeah.
ever had what's it called, like caviar?
Once,
I had it once. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I wouldn't. Well, I didn't pay for it that time,
Yeah.
but I would not pay. I think it cost. The little bowl was like $50.
Oh, no joke.
Yeah, fuck you. That's what I said.
Well, that's what I was going to say, Sean. Is that I don't have the patience.
You know
for
what
that.
caviar is,
That's why
right?
I get the other ones, but
I used to burn shit all the time in the oven because it just I was bad at doing
There's
the math and paying attention. But like once I started getting into like the low heat cooking,
Yeah.
because once you get down like anything above like 280, you're gonna get into that territory where the smoke alarm might go off because you spent too much time fucking around doing something
Yeah.
else. But say in the early afternoon, you just heat it up to about 260. Pop it in whatever little dish you're gonna do, and then
Yeah.
stick it in there, dude. You just walk away from it and come back in a few hours, man, and it's fucking beautiful, man. You throw some vegetables in there,
Yeah.
maybe stuff some garlic cuts into the meat.
yeah, because I know that you can make a lower quality or a more inexpensive cut of meat. You can make it. You can definitely.
You can make
But
it real.
that's what I'm saying,
Can
you get
make
better with
any
patience,
cut,
though.
Yeah.
You can make any cut tender as long as you fucking like steam it. Like
You think it's the
No,
steam?
no. Sometimes you don't want to steam it because
Yeah.
it'll start to like crinkle up, man. That's where you get those like real chewy cuts of meat. Like if you boil it or something like that. Like you
This is my favorite cut. Type in filet mignon.
Oh yeah, that's delicious. But
But
that
it's
sous vide,
expensive
that
as
sous
fuck.
vide cooking.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Right.
dude.
I want to get one of those bag.
Yeah, man.
things.
That's like fucking...
The what?
I will-
Sous
Sous
vide.
They
agree.
like
what does that
seal,
mean?
You seal the meat in this bag kind of thing, and you cook it in hot water.
Yeah, it's like a water bath.
Yeah.
And because basically it's
Where do you get the
submerged-
water from? What do you
Watch,
mean?
dude. I don't
Just-
know how to spell sous vide.
I don't know. It's like a you
SUVIDE.
No, I think it's EET. Oh, sous vide. Sous vide. Yeah, there you go. Or sous. Yeah, but
sous vide.
souse. Yeah, but
You get soused and then you boil the meat. Yeah.
basically, what happens is because it's submerged in the water, it gets cooked like all evenly, as opposed to like the way
You also
ovens are
don't
set
lose
up.
the moisture in the meat because it just stays in there.
Apparently, they're not that expensive to get a sous vide machine. Or
What was that
or
movie,
whatever.
dude? I first heard about it in that movie with Bradley Cooper, where he's the chef. I think it's cut. It's was it cut?
The cobbler.
No, that's that's Adam Sandler. That's no, where he plays like a chef. Dude.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I forgot what it Burnt or something like that.
No.
I think I know which movie you're talking about. I think I've seen
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, dude, that like, and they did it as a way to keep like their food
Where
consistent.
he has gambling debts, right?
I think so.
I think
I'm
that's
not
what
too
the
sure.
issue was.
They do like a homemade one. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, those are great right there. You can do it on the stove, but you need a rack to suspend the bag.
Yeah.
Plus, with that, you can control the temperature very consistently.
2 hours?
Yeah.
I ain't got that kind of time.
You were just talking about putting shit in the slow cooker.
You're just talking about
No, it's a
fucking
pressure
making high
cooker.
meat. I saw you smacking your lips, Freddy.
Okay, this is
that high meat
this is
with
how you're
some
supposed
maggots.
to do prime rib,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, you just sear it. You after you do that process, you put in the cast
With that
iron to
butter,
give it
bro,
a
fuck.
little finish.
Spoon that
Do
butter, baby.
If you're not putting butter on your steak, you're doing it wrong.
Are you for real? You don't butter your steak?
No, I do, man. I put excess butter. It looked like she was about to lick the cutting
Everything
board.
looks like either high meat or freaking. Everything now looks like high meat or fucking or penis fish or penis fish to me now.
Damn it, dude! Seriously, those garlic cuts look delicious until you said that. And then I was like, giant
No,
maggots.
I'm really glad.
Fucking
I
giant
know, I'm
maggots.
glad that this happened because, like I said, I've been overeating. I gained like 15 pounds in the past 2 weeks, and everybody's noticed it too.
Well, let's help him first. Leo, look up maggoty donuts.
Yeah, you know what? But even like I had this
How much protein could you get out of a midget?
What?
out of a maggot.
Midget.
Look up
Okay,
dwarf
just-
cows. Who's eating dwarf? I know that dwarf cows exist. Who's eating them?
I was gonna say that.
What was that?
That was like.
No, that this is totally turned me off of food because, like I said, that even everybody's noticed that I've gained weight. Even I have this one like African dude who's like a neighbor, and we're there in the laundromat, and he's like, "Oh, you stopped jogging," and I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I started again just the other day, but yeah, you're right. I'm not jogging." He's like, "Yeah, I can tell you gained some weight," and he's like, and I'm like, is it like your culture just to be like insensitive, or is it just you? Like, you
Oh,
know?
fuck you, Sean.
Dude, look at that, dude. The maggots are like playing with that.
This
That
looks
jelly
like a
filled
Sesame
donut.
Street video.
Especially because it's like a smiley face donut with
Yeah.
like little googly eye thing and smiling.
Yeah, those are very pretty.
You
maggots,
still want a
dude,
donut?
compared to the maggots we saw with
No,
the
this
pie
is
meat.
good. This is good. I'm really glad that I'm watching.
Oh yeah,
this.
these are laboratory maggots.
Oh shit, they're tearing that shit apart, bro.
Slow and steady wins the race.
So Olga Shishkov, Georgia Tech. So I guess this is Olga's science project. 5,000 larvae eat donut.
I was fascinated when I found out they're medical grade maggots.
Are you
yeah.
for real? Oh well, they use
wound
maggots
cleaning.
to clean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to clean wounds.
They only
rotten.
eat rotten meat. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I saw that on Grey's Anatomy.
Ah yes. yes.
Yeah.
Don't get any ideas, Freddy.
Fuck that.
Let's see fucking Googling maggots fucking eat your dick.
And let's be honest, is anybody else thinking about that scene from Lost
Boys?
Yeah.
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 You gonna eat your maggots? I'm like, yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna eat my maggots. Anybody, you better. It'd be awesome if you said that.
I got this Szechuan pork. I need the maggots on the side, man.
No, it's like those are worms. Oh hell yeah, worms, and eat them. Like looking at the bat, it's like, thanks for ruining our joke. We thought you were gonna be freaking out. You mean these aren't worms?
Do you know what? You know,
How does
it
that
wasn't
song
that
go?
gross.
I think I'm gonna go eat worms or something like that.
There was like a guy.
Nobody loves you, or nobody.
There you go. Yeah.
Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. And they're gonna go eat worms.
Have you guys seen like the aging process for like fucking McDonald's burgers? Dude?
Oh yeah, they don't.
They don't, dude. They just get hard, but you could like.
Because they're full of sodium
Yeah.
and they don't have any water in them. They're completely dehydrated.
Dude, I knew a
They have
guy.
preservatives
we
too.
would
no?
we would go
With that too.
we would go out.
But
to,
it's
like,
sugar and salt. That's what the preservatives are.
we would go out
And
for,
they
like,
also
9
use
months, dude,
Clorox to wash their meat.
in the middle of the ocean.
A lot
this
of
guy would
people do.
take, like a bag of burgers, dollar burgers from McDonald's.
Yep.
And keep them those whole 9 months, dude. And like as a treat, every now and then he would just get a damp towel, wrap it around the burger, microwave it for like seconds, and then eat it, dude.
Which sounds way more like.
Where was he storing these?
In his locker, dude. He wasn't storing them in a refrigerator. In a like locker.
But which sounds way more reasonable and like acceptable after watching that high meat bullshit. Like, oh yeah, a guy storing McDonald's burgers, for 9 months and just
Yeah.
wrapping one up in a
No,
bag.
that's
Yeah,
reasonable.
that
That's
sounds
perfectly
that sounds
reasonable.
that doesn't sound terrible compared to some of the stuff we just saw a little while ago. Which is,
Yeah.
like I said, I really needed something to turn me away from food, and because like I've been full, I've been stuffing my face so much like the past, like I'm still full from like 3 days ago. Like I haven't had to eat anything.
Are
at
you
all.
stressing over something?
No, man, it's just my summer vacation. I'm sleeping, I'm just eating. I mean,
Is this like a routine though? Like, have you done this previous summer vacations?
no, but also,
Are you depressed?
I don't know. I'm not,
Are you
not,
contemplating suicide?
not any more than normal or usual. But basically, what I
Because
was
if you are, you should just.
just eat as much as I want.
No, I
And-
was just gonna say, just do it.
Oh no, I was gonna say. Well, I mean, before I do that, I'm gonna eat everything I want
I'm
then,
kidding.
and just
You're gonna let the food do the work for
hold
you.
on. Freddie was joking. If anybody has made it this far into the
Yeah.
podcast,
Fuck, dude, we're gonna have to put the suicide hotline.
yeah, he's just joking. Even though I know I'd be surprised if anybody's made it this far and they haven't.
Thanks a lot, Bobby.
No, I'm just saying the shit we were talking about is pretty fucking disgusting. It's really, I think we've
I mean,
pushed
they
some
didn't have
boundaries
to see
there.
any of this shit.
I don't know those two guys up top, but fuck you and your $914 coffee.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck
What's like the
what
most?
you put
What's
in.
like the most expensive meal you guys have eaten?
Sure.
Bison in Las Vegas.
Who were you
Our-
paying? Were you paying for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much was it worth?
in between? It was just two of us.
Yeah.
Our bill was $170.
$170.
Shit.
I can't remember. Like, I probably haven't spent more than like $15 to $20 on something.
Oh, and me by myself.
I'm not a foodie person. I spend most of my money on party favors.
Me by myself, I when I was living in California, and yes, I regret this, and I was stupid. I ate a burger that was $50,
And so it
and
wasn't worth it.
And it tasted like every other fucking burger that I had eaten before.
Oh,
I
fuck
mean, it would look, man. Listen, it was good. It was a good fucking burger. It was delicious, but it was not worth $50.
You don't think so?
No, fuck no.
Could you have made a similar burger more?
Not made it, man, but I could have had Whataburger.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
they don't have Whataburger in California, but
Dude, you should have
Yeah.
gotten up like the typical Texan you are and just been like, I'm going to go to Whataburger.
yeah, but I was in California.
That would have made the statement more visceral. Like, I'm leaving this state. You have offended me that
Oh,
much.
You know what was big disappointment, dude? Going to McDonald's outside of Texas and not finding hot and spices. Dude. I went to go ask someone in like Arizona, like, hey, can I have a hot and spicy? And they were like, we don't know what the fuck that is. Like, do you want us to put hot sauce on your burger? Like,
I am disappointed, but yes, I want you to put hot sauce on my burger. I fucked around at a wedding one time where they fucked up and told me to just go ahead and order whatever I wanted. So I got duck, like a whole half a duck.
yeah.
Oh, I've had that too. It's real fatty.
Yeah, it is so greasy. Like you can't
Greasy
even
and
taste
fatty.
the meat.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
It's fat. It's like biting into a big piece of lard.
We would serve it at a Vietnamese
Not
restaurant that I used to
lard,
work
but,
at,
but
and it is.
fat.
Was like duck mainly like a Vietnamese dish, or is that like?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it would
Multicultural.
probably be great stir fried because
Yeah.
you get it a chance to like dry it out a little bit and break down some of the fat. But like roasted,
we actually
no.
we actually had, because it was a group of us. we actually had the whole duck, and it wasn't fried, but what's the thing next to fried? The fucking
Sauteed.
no,
Seared?
seared, roasted, kind of.
Okay.
Okay.
And it like when they served it, dude, it looked delicious. And it was like the first 3 bites
Yeah.
were delicious. For my 4th and 5th, it was just fat.
I don't know, man. I've never had duck, dude.
It
I
was-
think
it
that's
was
like
fat.
something I'm missing out on.
It's good. Just need
I
to-
mean, it's not gross by any means.
Yeah.
It's good. But what I'm saying is, you know how like with candy, if you eat too much of it, you get a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of the same thing with duck. After a while, it's like, oh, well, fuck.
I know a lot of hunters, and I wonder if there would be a difference if that's one of those animals, kind of like, well, say like wild boar and shit like that, where there's less fat on the meat, so the meat actually has like a different texture to it. So like if you got wild duck, maybe the consistency would be a bit different.
What time is it?
45.
10:45.
Oh, really?
10:45 already.
10:45.
What are we at on the clock? On the-
1:43.
Okay.
We
Okay.
got a couple
You got to get out of here, Bobby.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to make it already. I didn't realize that I'd gotten this late. I
Okay.
do everything late.
We got no problem cutting this short. Believe we've spent this entire episode looking at either delicious, awesomely delicious food or weird and disgustingness, and that one lady in the sarong eating a scorpion.
I was a fan
Yeah,
of that
I
lady.
think that was. I think that was.
Yeah, I think that was the highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna look her up later on tonight, dude. No joke.
I
My
think we just
girlfriend's gonna be asleep, so fuck it.
Just make sure you don't play the audio because it does sound like she's fucking.
No, the audio is gonna go up, dude. I might even turn off the video, dude.
That's what I got these headphones for. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, Freddy. Well, actually, Bobby, would you like to let him know where you're at?
Really, I have no business.
You're not doing anything at the moment.
No, I don't really keep up with the social media or anything. I mean, Facebook, Bobby Garza, and stuff. And usually, like whenever I have a show or something, I'll post something about it. But I'm pretty bad.
And nothing coming up on the schedule for shows.
I hosted last week, so that was probably it.
Well, we can't time travel yet. Like
I did-
backwards, whatever the fuck that is.
Well, me and Sean did the open mic yesterday. It's a lot of fresh, like newer people that
Oh,
are kind of
yeah.
coming out, which is interesting.
Was that guy from New York out there?
Yes.
Yeah.
That guy's pretty funny, dude.
Yeah, he's
Right on.
yeah. It's glad that Junior.
Junior.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that people are are still coming out, but I mean, just usually the open mics every Tuesday at El Rey, my Facebook page, and whenever I get to host or do time at El Rey, sometimes shows pop up here and there, but nothing really right now.
He's back, Bobby. Don't sound too enthusiastic about this.
Word.
Bobby. It'll be all right.
Oh yeah,
It'll
no,
be
it's
all right.
And I know, and usually like, and then when something comes up, I stress out because I want to do a good job. But yeah, that's about
I think that happens to all of us.
yeah, for sure, man.
Of course. Freddie, would you like to let him know where you're at?
You can find me across the board on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Freddy G.
Y'all are just some downbeat motherfuckers right now.
That was all the food, bro. I think it was just bummed everybody
Yeah,
out.
it is pretty
You can
awful.
find me at hatfieldstandup@gmail.com as well as Hatfield Standup on
Hey, Sean, remember the fucking
The
hide
penis
meat?
fish.
Penis Fish.
And the penis fish and the hide meat.
Yeah, it's all there, man. It's all
You
there.
remember that? You remember that?
Hey, look, I may have gotten pale. You're the one that gagged, homie. On that penis fish. If you'd like to find the audio version of this podcast, you can go to shoutengine.com/bouncing brains. You can find new episodes premiering every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at rgvtitanradio.com. You can also find us on Stitcher and the Google Music Play app. If you'd like to get in touch, we're at bouncingbrainspodcast@gmail.com, as well as Bouncing Brains Podcast on Facebook. We got a group there. You can talk to each other. We're Bouncing Brains on Twitter, Bouncing Brains on Instagram.
Yep.
And that's it, folks. Thanks for coming. And if you didn't finish, that's your fault. Work harder.
Keep it tight.